The formation of precipitation begins with evaporation, where water vapor escapes from the water and begins to rise. As it rises and begins to cool down, these water parcels condense, and as they condense, they form a cloud. These water vapors can also transpire from plants, and as the water condenses, it transports and begins to form a bigger cloud, and once the clouds are big enough or heavy enough, rain begins to fall. As the rain falls on the ground, it can run down from the surface. It's called surface flow, and it runs back into the water, and then the cycle begins again. Rain is precipitation that falls, and when it reaches warm air, this falls as rain. Freezing rain is frozen precipitation, and it melts in the warm air, but once it reaches a cold surface, it freezes on contact. Sleet is precipitation that melts in shallow warm air, but then it refreezes before reaching the surface. And snow falls as ice particles and continues to fall and reaches the surface and stays as snow. Hail are particles of water that combine with other cold particles. As the warm air pushes the particles up, they begin to cool and freeze, and then they fall as hail. Air mass is the volume of air defined by its temperature and water vapor content. These are classified according to their latitude and their continental or maritime region. As is shown on this image, there are 6 different regions. Oklahoma is susceptible to tornadoes because there are 2 fronts coming in at the same time. The cold Arctic air pushes downward through the Great Plains, and the warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico pushes up. And these 2 fronts merge in Oklahoma, creating a tornado. The lifting of air is important because this is what creates our clouds and thunderstorms and rain. And as we know, rain is important for our land. There are different types of airlift. There's thermal convective lift, orographic lift, frontal lift, and jet stream lift. Orographic lift is an upflow that pushes up over some type of terrain, such as mountains, and this will cause rain on the foreside of the mountain. And then there is a frontal lift, where both warm air and cold air push together, and as they push upward, they form cumulus clouds.